It's the Ant-Hole, baby.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Antonio Gillens. I am the host of the Ant-Hole Podcast, and today I have a very curious question to ask. Should men be led... Boy, I tell you the truth. Let's start this shit over, shall we? Yes, we shall. And 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. This is Antonio Gillens. This is the Ant-Hole Podcast, and I'm your host. Tonight, once again, we have a very special guest. With no further ado, Shanika Jackson. Yeah, so we're just gonna dab. You know, the theme on the Ant-Hole is digging deep. So we're just gonna ask her, like, what's your body count? Like, straight up.
First of all,
I'm just joking.
we're not doing that.
I'm joking. Okay. No. Should we
It's
start
very
over?
minimal anyway.
Should we start over?
Shall we?
No, we shan't. Nah, so anyway, I'm joking, by the way. We're going to talk about all things fake today that women love.
Fake?
Yeah, starting with this beard.
First of all, the beard is giving.
Beard giving?
The beard is giving.
I appreciate that. You know, I didn't have it yesterday.
He did not.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So he gonna call me today. No, you text me. Talking about FaceTime me when you get a chance.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing urgent or serious, just FaceTime me.
Because I didn't want you leaving your job.
Because I would have walked out immediately.
Beelined.
Like,
Oh,
wait, what's going on?
You know, you.
And even when I did FaceTime you, I low-key was like, what you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Only for you to show me this dang on beard.
Show me the beard. Look, this is my business. First of all, barber salon. I'm a barber. I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm
All the
a
things.
artist. And now I'm a podcast host.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of things. You know, I need the money for it though. But
Come
yeah,
on.
my barbershop is located in Inglewood, the city of champions. It's 1624 Sentinel Avenue. I've been cutting hair for 32 years, believe it or not. And so I decided to try to do something different today that I've never done before. Well, I did one last year, but it wasn't.
It wasn't like this though.
It went to this magnitude. I was just doing something last year, but this year I was like, let me try to do it the right way and see if it would work. And
He
it
done
did.
filled that thing in and everything.
Beard game. It ain't me. You know, I wish my beard would connect, but it won't. Maybe
Y'all let them know what y'all think about it in the comments or wherever you can comment. Let them know what you think. I think it's hot.
You do?
Yep.
Appreciate it. You know, I did it for you.
Oh, good.
You know, we was talking about ego and you know how men do things for women.
So
and
let's
stuff.
talk about it.
Yeah. So the topic I want to talk to her about is like men ego versus women ego. And I personally think that women when is a little bit more vicious than men on sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. Cause a lot of times when a woman has an ego, it's built around narcissism.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be.
And it's all about them.
It definitely can be, depending on the woman. I think that women's egos are definitely driven by control and manipulation.
Yeah.
Because you guys are kind of easily manipulated.
Yeah, but when you talk about manipulation, you know, not even talk about the manipulation. I'm thinking about like the accountability that is geared around women. Like it's a lot of times when a woman has an ego, like I said, I feel like it's driven around narcissism, and they would never apologize. They would never see their side. They would never take accountability
Some women.
when they have ego.
Some women.
Some women are humble.
Some women are humble.
You know. I was gonna toot you out, but you don't got to toot yourself.
I'm tooting my horn on that because you never know when you're gonna get the credit for
It's true. So
good things.
So Michael Jordan should have said he was the greatest all the time. No, you let the people say it.
Exactly, you let the people say it. But you're accurate in saying that some women, some men too, but some people are not humble, and so they do let their egos take control of their narcissistic behavior, where they will not. And that just kind of goes into like you can do something to me, and I will hold you to it for dear life. But as a narcissistic, egotistical woman, I will never, ever, ever admit to what I may have done to you to trigger some of that behavior. I ain't giving you no pass on behavior.
Right.
But I will say that not just women to men can trigger certain behaviors.
That's
Human
true.
beings can trigger certain things.
You got a point
And so we all need to be accountable for the things that we contribute to negative behaviors.
So what would you say men ego is built around really?
You guys' demand for respect.
Okay.
Men are egotistical because you guys are typically measuring penises.
Let me back up a little bit. So do you think that the demand for respect is not warranted? Or
I think a real man doesn't have to demand respect because
don't you think his essence would demand respect?
Well, it depends on what we're calling demand for respect. Because for me, if you're a man that walks around like I'm the man of this house and I'm the such and such and such and such, you're really not.
Yeah, for sure.
You're really not.
I agree to that.
But a man who, let's change the word, not demands respect, but commands respect by his behavior, his presence, his anointing, his just, it's automatic.
Yeah, for sure.
So you don't have to go around saying this, that, or the third because it's understood.
Yeah.
And so it's going to come naturally. But I think egotistical men are lacking in that area. And so they got to put on this big show to really, they're trying to convince themselves.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've been on both sides. I think a lot of times it's not that he's trying to convince himself when he has to say it. I think a lot of times when a man has ego and he's saying like I'm the man of this house or whatever like that, it's because he's either lost that respect of being the man and he's trying to regain what he know he's worthy of.
He's probably in the wrong house.
Wow.
Because if you're in the right house, you don't have to regain that because it's understood.
That is true.
Because it won't be lost. Yeah, there are times where things will happen to where something may be said or something may be done that kind of indicates, yo, that was low-key disrespectful.
Yeah.
But
what about if it wasn't low key? What if
it was high key disrespectful? Low key, high key disrespectful, whatever. I think that the subjects who committed the disrespect would notice it and self-correct. Self-correct in a manner that negates you having to say, I'm the man of this house and y'all gonna respect me.
Yeah. Yeah, I get.
If you have to go around declaring that you're the man of this house and you guys are gonna respect me, you're in the wrong house.
I believe that to be true. Because like I said, I've been on both sides. Like now, I walk into the house and I command respect. I don't demand it.
Exactly, because it's not necessary.
I don't have to say respect me now because I walk in a different light.
It's understood.
And so
And what we always say, what's understood doesn't have to be explained.
it don't have to be explained.
So you don't have to walk around being egotistical.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk around holding this chip on your shoulder like, okay, I gotta prove myself, I gotta do this or whatever so that they know.
Yeah.
You
I think for a man it's important to piggyback on what you said, to find their house. So they never have to be less than again.
How do you find your house?
Trusting yourself, trusting the situation, trusting God, and allowing Him to lead you in the paths that lead you to your house.
How do you know when you found your house?
Because
Look, this your podcast.
Because
I'm asking you questions.
you find your house when you no longer have to walk in your ego. You find your house when you no longer have to say, I'm the man of this house. You just are. You find your house when you just exist and things are facilitating the person and the love that you have become, because it don't just happen overnight, you know. And so I'm a walking, living testimony that you keep on walking in your authenticity, and your ego will never have to exist.
No, it doesn't. But I think also finding the right tribe or people who speak to that part of you to where that ego doesn't have to arise. So if you're living amongst people who, man, I don't care what Antonio talking about.
Yeah.
He ain't about nothing. Man, whatever. It's not your tribe.
Yeah.
Your tribe is, even if your tribe understands like these are your challenges, these are your weaknesses, they're never going to capitalize on that, or they're never going to come against you using those challenges and those weaknesses. If anything, they're going to build you up in those areas.
Yeah. It's almost like I get the scripture where kind of like Jesus was he couldn't do the same miracles that he did in his own home, so he had to go out to the world where they believe, you know. And
because that's where he was accepted.
And that's what I mean, like what you say about like finding your tribe. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes you're in, what's the scripture say? Like a prophet is not honored in his own home, something like that. And so a lot of times what that says to me is that sometimes the people that know you don't respect you as the total creation that God has created you to be. Mm-hmm. You know, they don't believe that you can move mountains with your faith. They don't believe that you are worthy of respect when you've lost it. They don't think that you can come out of the red when you've been in it for so long.
Right.
And so a lot of times when I think about things, I think about like a bank account. Like your bank account is always in the red. And and because it's in the red so much, like you have to think yourself out of it, because otherwise you'll stay in it forever.
Yeah, you will.
So unless you have some creative finances or creative thinking, you're gonna always be in that situation.
Exactly.
You know,
until you figure out what you gotta first figure out what it is that you want, because a lot of times we get comfortable in the same BS.
Yeah.
We get comfortable in the same BS because it's comfort. It's, I know what this looks like. All right, it's almost like sticking with the devil that you know versus the devil that you don't know. Mm-hmm. Or I've heard it also said is stand with your for sure shit as opposed to, getting into some new shit.
Yeah.
But a lot of times we end up staying with what we think is so for sure at the expense of our own happiness. And so then you look down the line, years down the line, and you start asking yourself, like, I'm still here? I don't feel no different than what I felt X years ago.
Yeah. And
What
you
am I
have seen
doing?
no growth from that time.
I've seen
to now.
no growth. I've seen good times, happy times, or good times, bad times. Like, I've seen happy times. I've seen instances of happiness. I've seen instances of good times. But have I really experienced true joy, true peace? Am I truly happy and content with where I'm at?
Yeah.
If you can't answer that positively with a resounding yes, then the answer is hell no. Just the way I feel.
I agree.
Because I feel like we spend and waste too much time in the wrong things. And my philosophy, which I adopted from, I don't know if it was Grant Cardone or one of these gurus, fail fast and fail often.
Oh, yeah.
So if I can come across these situations and it failed or whatever, okay, that failed, it didn't work, move on.
At least you can recover fast.
I can recover faster. And I'm failing often because I know that the more that I fail, the closer I am to my success.
Because your learning curve cuts down, and it's like, it's like when I started doing stand-up comedy, like, I felt so much. Like, I had these beautiful, funny stories in my head. But when I tell you, girl, when I got out on stage at the J Spot and the Comedy Union, I was burning these audiences out. But I had to learn joke structure. Like, don't stay on the topic too long and cut these stories down to a minute or two,
Yeah.
And so.
There's something that we say in, I think it's paparazzi world. Go for the no. Go for the no. Meaning, I'm gonna try again. Let's just say, like, I'm trying to build my team. And I'm just asking people, you wanna join my team? You wanna join my team? You wanna join my team? 9 times out of 10, the answer is gonna be no.
Yeah.
Go for the no. Because the more no's you get, you're that much closer to a yes.
Yeah.
So go for the no.
Yeah, that's what they told us about auditions and stuff. Like, you're going to get them no's. You're going to get 1,000 no's before you get one yes. I was like, man, I ain't even on a 500.
So that means you still got work to do.
Yeah.
You still have work to do.
But I took another avenue.
Which
Stand-up
is?
comedy. I stopped. I ain't really stopped, but it's just like I took a little pause on getting all the headshots and going to these auditions. Like, it dawned on me, I'm auditioning for other people's stuff. Like, I can write my own script. Some of my friends are low-key producers. Well, I ain't gonna say low-key. Some of them, good with production and stuff. Some of them are photographers. I got like sound guys and stuff like that. So, like, I have people in place, and I never, now I'm just like, I cut my learning curve down. Now I can do my own stuff if I wanted to. But now I do stand-up comedy, so because it kind of took me to a place of like, at least I ain't got to go through all this to perform and see if I'm good. Like, when you do TV and movies and stuff, you gotta wait 6 months to a year before it come out, before you even see that it's good. Like, my theater background helped me with comedy, because it's like I love instant gratification of seeing if an audience at work. So
But even that takes work. Because what if you're not funny?
Thank you for digging deep with the At Home. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and keep it digging. Bye.